Time to select from all these.
It's the first time in a while I see a TA though.
Ten seconds to go. This should be interesting.
I'm assuming since we see Moribund on the Death Prophet, it's going to be a Moribund mid. But I was still thinking that Dire's lineup is just really awkward to execute. A lot of repositioning spells, a lot of skill shots, very little hard lockdown. Meanwhile, on Radiant, we have the reliable Slardar Lion and Ember Spirit stuns.
I think Dota's a simple game. You pick Jug, you lose.
In this situation, though, I don't know.
Two
Like-
BKB Pearson disables, TA, Snowball save from Omni. Yeah, unplayable. The rest of Radiant squad's good though.
Yeah. I suppose they could have picked a more reliable hero than Jug, especially seeing the lineup that they were going into, but like, even without the Jug, like, as you said, the rest of the, like, I feel like Dire's lineup is so difficult to execute consistently that if they don't get ahead in the lanes, then they could be playing this 4v5 without the Jug and probably still lose.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, these lanes have to go well for Dire for me to
How are
see
Dire
this.
laning it?
From the players, it looks like it's going to be Pudge off lane, TA safe lane, Death Prophet mid. And then, I don't know,
What
between...
sheep is enough to survive the Jug spin?
Hmm?
Radiant's kill lane. Jug does a lot, but like, can he just flesh sheep it and just be fine?
Yeah, I don't think bot lane is going to be very active at all. I mean, who knows? Maybe some crazy hook plays will happen, but if there's a lion in bot lane, then I don't think either lane threatens to kill the other, unless someone really messes up. Top lane, however, I don't know what the Slardar versus TA matchup is going to be like. I'm assuming it's going to be Tusk 5? Because I doubt they want to run the double melee bottom.
I think they could. Shard block into a hook potential.
Yeah, maybe. We shall see. I mean, the Disruptor and TA combo doesn't seem that threatening either. At least not until like maybe level 3, level 4. You get like 1 or 2 levels in Glimpse. Then you might be able to do some shenanigans. I do think, though, it's also not working to Dire's favor that not only do I think they have the harder lineup to execute, but they're also out MMR'd.
Not good.
Me ajuda. And we're paused. Woo! Yeah!
Yeah, I mean, execution's a big thing. I've been watching too much TX. I just look at this and think, man, Dire should own.
And we're paused.
That's assuming the spells are going to be used for
You're
their
a
maximum
beautiful
potential.
person with a charming personality.
I feel like in pro games, even in pro games, like casters will be talking about how teams are just harder to execute, and it shows in the team fighting and stuff.
This TI's had a lot of choking, I feel. The first game I watched, Crit literally fed his ass off and through the game.
I was watching that game, smile.
It was insane.
My duo's online.
They're playing.
Yes. It's Friday night, baby. TI watch party, some Dota. Does life get better than this, man? I don't think it does.
Beans could hop on. Let's go hop in the disc.
Oh, maybe it's going.
And in 30 seconds.
Everybody gone. No co-casters anymore. Alright. Gonna be an uneventful looking
Let's get this farce over with.
start of the game. No fights to be had. Each team trading the bounties. Still a potential for some punch shenanigans here. We'll see if that happens. Dire team are sticking around. Maybe waiting for this Juggernaut to step up. And hook missed. The Juggernaut will safely make it to lane, it seems. And it looks like Radiant killed off the range creep for this top lane. So no chance of getting that denied for them. And Embers starting off strong. 4 out of 4 last hits in the first wave. Little fight going on behind the tower here for top. Radiant's Lion stepping up a little bit, precariously out of position. Gonna get the block on that small camp, but is it worth all of this damage? Bot lane, get some good harass on this Grimstroke, but Pudge also a little bit low on HP here. And I'm particularly curious to see how this lane goes. Juggernaut, some good aggression on that level 1 Blade Fury, while Pudge still doesn't have any Flesh Heap. Gonna have to force out some regen resources for that. Ooh, in mid lane, both laners playing right on the edge. And that's been something like a kill. First blood goes the way of this Ember Spirit. And bot lane also gets killed. Pudge. Juggernaut probably gonna die for it here though, overextending, trying to chase the kill on the Disruptor.
Middle tower is being attacked.
Now Pudge coming back to lane, not really missing too many creeps, but he's gonna have to see us in the tower. And the Disruptor choosing to die to neutral camps to get his resources back. So overall, even though first blood goes the way, or not first blood, but that kill goes the way of the Juggernaut, not necessarily too big of an advantage as a result. And despite the Ember getting first blood on the Death Prophet, he is now getting pushed out of lane, has to walk back to base. So I'd imagine a lot of that advantage is going to be wiped out as well. But Ember Spirit now has the bottle. Kill is just happening all over the place in this game. Bloodbath indeed. And Ember, who just teleported to mid after walking back to base, dies. That is definitely going to be quite the boon for this Death Prophet. Bot lane also getting a good kill. I mean, I was saying that these lanes have to go very well for Dire for them to have a chance. And so far, they are taking that all the way to the bank. Death Prophet even getting that deny on the uphill. So all the fortune going Dire's way so far. Every core ahead of the CS as well. But this Lion is seemingly coming to wrap around this Death Prophet. He has 2 more charges in Spirit Siphon. So I don't think we're taking down this Death Prophet anytime soon. I'm going to snatch that water rune at the very least. But I don't think Death Prophet minds that too much, doesn't have a bottle. And Ember is going to have 1 less rune to work with. Lion on the way back top. Slardar taking some heavy harass, it seems, without his partner in lane. Looking like Slardar is gonna have to resort to jungle a little bit. Salves up as well. More resources being dedicated. The Juggernaut goes down on bottom. So once again, some advantageous trades going the way of Dire, even getting the Grimstroke kill. This game so far is just a disaster for Radiant. Lion 1 hit away from death, he's also going to have to back off it seems, and Juggernaut hoping potentially to catch this Pudge off guard. Not quite going to be able to catch up. And Pudge I believe with a salve on the way. Indeed. He will heal up. Probably will grab the Ring of Health as well. And Grim actually getting clipped by the Crypt Swarm. Giving up a death in that mid lane. Just more of an advantage going toward the Death Prophet. Hurting for mana though, so not necessarily going to be able to pressure much with the Exorcism. However, this last right click not going to be quite enough, but pushing Ember off of the lane. Templar getting a kill top on Lion. And Slardar looking pretty tanky at this point, so I don't think they'll be able to do much more. Okay. Disruptor though, heading mid. And Grim on the side already coming. Ooh, dodging the glimpse on the angle with that slight. And Death Prophet just trying to stay alive with that Spirit Siphon. Wand up in 5 seconds. Will she have the chance to use it? Miss on the Stroke of Fate, and Death Prophet actually lives. Unfortunate RNG on those chains as well, so Disruptor not getting caught. So this is just such a back and forth battle. Pudge going to secure the XP rune for the die. And Slardar taking Radiance. Dire team maintaining the advantage on the lanes. 8 minutes in, gonna see some activity mid again. Both Tusk and Disruptor heading over, but not necessarily making sure to secure the rune. So Ember is going to have a regen rune and looking to gank top with it. We're gonna have a 3v1 situation here with the Corrosive Phase on the Templar. Templar senses something is up and tries to back up. Is it going to be enough? And Grimstroke TP into the tower and coming in. But now, you have the Death Prophet. The Crypt Swarm gonna be enough, and now the Refraction back up on the TA, so this Slardar is gonna have to back off. Pudge with the ulti on the lane, he catches that kill as well. Do they catch the Slardar? They do, they get the hook. Tusk off screen, also killing the Grimstroke. This is not all how I expected this game to go so far. I clearly slept on Dire. These guys are making it happen. Ember struggling to even get the kill on this Disruptor. Will we get the hook? Attempt not even going to be made. Mid lane though. Death Prophet getting brought low. Gonna be pulled back in by the Tusk with the snowball. He has the one in the it seems like Mangoes. And they do get the Grimstroke kill. Death Prophet constantly starving for mana. Falcon Blade and Witch Blade on the way, but still doesn't quite seem like enough. Not sure if it would be worth it to add some extra mana regen on top of that, or if you can make do with the neutral items once you get them. Tusk going down, but hook landing on this Juggernaut. Not going to be enough to get the kill, but he will have to run away, heal up with that healing ward. Pudge taking over mid for the moment. And it seems most of the heroes on this game do not want to be showing new lanes. Slardar are backing way up to the jungle to secure a couple safe CS. we'll see if Templar decides to put some pressure on this thing. Force some heroes to show. Pudge coming mid, looking for a potential gank. Ember Spirit backing way up though. And ooh. Death Prophet will take the advantage of this absent Ember. Put a lot of pressure on this mid tower with that ulti. And with the siege creep, that is likely to go down.
Tower is under siege.
Bunch of heroes top though. Templar on her own here. Maybe getting caught.
Middle tower.
Gonna be tough to stay alive with this Barossa phase on her. She's standing her ground and fighting though. And Ember moves away. So Templar still ends up going down, but they trade the Slardar. Ember comes back and is likely going to catch this Disruptor. No chance of getting out here, but after taking mid tower, Death Prophet is now coming up top to get some cleanup. Gonna get the kill on this Burn Stroke. Tusk holding down the Lion, and set the kill up for the Death Prophet as well. So not the worst trade.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege. Radiant's top tower. Bad news for you
Ember
fans.
just barely getting to that ring on time to not get it from that from the Tusk. And gets the
Radiant's
kill
top tower is being
on that Berserker. So a little bit of gold going the way of Radiant. But for now, it looks like both teams are content to just taking some safe farm. We're playing a little dangerous here, but has the remnant out. Pudge with the hook on the Grimstroke, gonna get interrupted with Slardar, but Grimstroke still goes down. Here, are they gonna have the damage to also take down the Slardar? Doesn't look like it. Snowball going onto the Ember. Death Prophet just going on the back lines, ignoring this Ember. But now going to double back for him. Ember probably not gonna be able to stay as aggressive. Have the remnant out, so now they have to choose. Do they chase the hero or do they chase the ghost?
Radiant's bottom tower is
And
being
it seems
attacked.
they choose wrong. Ember here with no TP, however, so he's kind of stuck. Death Prophet says, fine. Remnant is right here if you want to do something. Got this exorcism taking the tower. What you gonna do?
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Slardar coming back with the Blink Dagger, but half resources. Gets glimpsed back to 2-2. Still enough damage to take this Disruptor down, but Death Prophet's gonna get away clean, and this tower is much worse for wear. Juggernaut, however, pressuring mid tower,
So just continue doing your
while the
work.
vast majority of Dire chills bottom, and Pudge actually getting caught.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
So
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Radiant potentially stemming the bleeding a little bit. However, this TA starting to balloon in net worth.
Bottom tower is
Juggernaut still doesn't have the battle fury, so it's going to struggle to keep up with the farming speed that TA can conjure up here. Smoke Moon catching this line. No need for the glimpse. And not going to commit onto this Ember Spirit. Pudge, however, potentially looking for something top. Both Grim and Juggernaut are here. Juggernaut, even with Omni Slash, probably not able to threaten this Pudge. So we'll see if he tries to play for a kill. Slardar also on the way, so this could be dangerous if Pudge actually sticks around. However, Ember almost getting caught. Gets the glimpse on him, but has the time to remnant and get out. And Pudge does indeed get caught. siege creep going down for Dire, so potentially some push momentum getting lost.
Middle tower is under siege.
And Death Prophet actually gonna TP up here to protect the tower. It's Exo as well. Not sure if you wanted to use Exo here. But potentially secures the kill on the Gloomstroke. That is basically just a free kill. Oh, I stand corrected. Tusk scouting out the ancient stacks here. Most of Dire team is top, so hopefully they will start making a move to take control of this triangle and deny these stacks for Radiant. A little bit of duration on this Exo here, but Templar with the Deso is going to be plenty to take out this
Top tower has
top
been
tower.
destroyed.
And Ember going to try to contest this stack, but 3 from Dire here, and they're just going to have to let that stack go. Juggernaut, however, taking an engagement against this Pudge. And even with Omni Slash, he's not going to be able to confirm that kill, but despite the phase on Pudge, Juggernaut actually is able to get away. Meanwhile, we have a smoke on top looking for this Templar. Templar blinks out though. Gonna be tough to actually find her. More heroes joining, and it looks like they are going to actually connect on this Templar. Actually able to get out of this. No way. There's 4 heroes committed to get the kill on that Templar.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you guys wanna play lobby?
I can join. Just came back.
Yeah, how many do you guys need?
2.
Need 2.
Yeah. You two. We need you two.
I'm in the other seat.
Alright, well, looks like I'm gonna have to cut this cast early. I'm definitely gonna be interested in seeing how this game ends up going. So, good luck to the players. That will be me signing off.